Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Attila Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about that actually even now the prices, are still down. Stock market is down, crypto is down. There is actually the light at the end of the tunnel, and why I think this, I'm going to explain it in today's video. So also we're going to talk about the tariffs. Then we have to talk about the US budget deficit, which is surging actually now. However, when we're looking at inflation, probably the March numbers are much better than the February was. So well, we can have nicer numbers at the end of March, which is usually announced at the beginning of or mid of April. And then what kind of possibilities we have for rate cuts, because that can actually boost the market. Meanwhile, Deutsche Bank saying that Bitcoin is like gold and US Reserve could set a global standard. Then we have Russian central bank considering allowing crypto purchases for qualified investors. And let's looking at the big picture. So how many, for example, Bitcoin have the public corporations accumulated back in 2024, how the country is doing with Bitcoin. So all these things, when we're looking at the big picture, it makes us actually bullish. It doesn't matter where the prices are right now. So guys, all this in today's video. And don't forget, every single day I bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important for you, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And now let's do it. Well, when we're looking at the prices, we can see that Bitcoin is 0.3% down, $82,839 US. Ethereum 1% down, $1,898 US. The top gainer is Sonic, up 12%, Pepe 11%, Stellar 9%. So we have some movers, but on the other hand, Hype down 9%, BitTensor 3.5%, Flare bit more than 3%. So not huge moves on the market in either direction. And when we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, we can see that actually the 200-day moving average is still working out. We are definitely under it, and until we are under it, it's rather a bearish mood. But as soon as we break above it, close above it, then the bullishness can come back. But we have a couple of resistance levels to break to show that the market is coming back. And partly, we have the tariff war still on, which brings uncertainty to the market, holds the prices down. So let's talk about that. Well, so the tariff war is still on. Look at this one. Canada to impose 25% tariffs on 21 billion worth of US goods. So actually, Canada kind of fights back. Then we have here Europe. The US, the President Donald Trump's 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports came into effect on Wednesday, so basically yesterday. The European Union said on Wednesday it would impose, counter tariffs on 26 billion euros, which is 28.3 billion worth of US goods starting in April in response to the duties. So we still don't know where this thing going to end. And then, sometimes we have Canada and the US agreeing on something, then no, we still, increase the tariffs and so on and so forth. And this brings a lot of uncertainty to the market. And this is the reason partly why the prices are down. The market doesn't really know which way we're going, when this whole thing going to end and be settled. On the other hand, US budget deficit surged in February, passing $1 trillion for year-to-date record. So this is another thing. It's very important for the US to bring down the rates, because refinancing, these kind of debt on a high rate, it's really a bad thing. So that's why Trump would like to bring down, I believe, the interest rates. But to make Jerome Powell and the Fed to do this, he had to do something about it. And now, when we're looking at this trueflation data, it shows that actually in March, inflation started to go down heavily. So I will be very curious about the CPI data coming out around mid-April, which bringing out the March data, because it could be promising. And if the inflation going down significantly, the chances, this Fed meeting in March next week, it's almost zero chance for rate cuts. However, when we're looking at the May one, then we have, almost 1/3 chance. But in June, for now, it shows like a pretty big percentage saying that, there will be rate cuts, even heavier rate cuts. So when the rate cuts are restarting, that will boost liquidity to liquid markets. And, people would like to, again, invest in more riskier assets, and that could bring a lot of things back to a lot of people, a lot of investors back to the market, re-entering, and that can actually end up in the FOMO as the price is going up. So this is what I'm saying, that this is what I believe the light is at the end of the tunnel. But yes, this is right now the present situation. Those who believe in Bitcoin in long term, for them, this is like a golden era for accumulating. Much, much better than buy it at 100,000. So many people were FOMOing in when, we went above 100,000 here to accumulate Bitcoin very fast. And now they're rather selling than accumulating. However, it's much cheaper now, and it's the same Bitcoin. So what you should really decide, I'm not giving financial advice, but if you decide that, Bitcoin, you think in long term, it's going to bring you something and it's a good investment, then always focus on the opportunities to buy cheap, not expensive. So these are the best times. Can we go further down? Yes, we can. Well, nobody says we cannot. The only thing is now that if you DCA carefully and you don't go all in, you can have a very nice average. But those who actually FOMOing in when the prices are all-time high and now they're selling, they just thought, this is the quick way to get rich. But no, crypto is not actually. And those who get money very fast in crypto usually lose it because they believe, okay, this is how it works. And then they just don't take profit. And then they actually, wrecked at the end of the day. Actually, we have more bullish things, because when you're looking at worldwide the things, you can see that it's rather for Bitcoin than against Bitcoin. Another thing, Deutsche Bank is saying that Bitcoin is like gold, and US Reserve could set a global standard. Well, we have the Germans who actually not long ago sold all of their Bitcoins. However, now we have here Deutsche Bank saying that Bitcoin is like gold and US Reserve could set a global standard. So the idea of United States establishing strategic Bitcoin reserve has gained traction. According to Deutsche Bank, such a move could set international standards for Bitcoin regulation and adoption. If the US builds a reserve, other nations might follow suit, further legitimizing Bitcoin as a recognized financial asset. This could also lead to a clearer regulatory framework and increased stability in the crypto market. So, yeah, guys, if the US is doing this and they really start to accumulate Bitcoin in their strategic reserve, then other nations going to wake up and even try to do it harder, their accumulation, just to keep track. Look, another one here when we're talking about banks. Russia's central bank considers allowing crypto purchases for qualified investors. So even they moving in this direction. So all these things showing that what we're having right now, it's temporary. So it's here for a while, but as soon as the situation changing, the market finds the bottom, then probably new highs are coming, because everybody wants sooner or later somehow some Bitcoin in the portfolio. as they see how Bitcoin is doing, compared to other assets. And well, also let's talking about the fact that public corporations have very heavily accumulated Bitcoin, much more Bitcoin in 2024 than in any year before. And when you're looking at this chart, you can see that Bitcoin held by public corporations, we have 591,817 Bitcoin back in 2024. So probably now we have more already, as we are in March already in 2025. And look at the numbers, and you can see the rate here, how it was in 2023, 22, 21. So in these years, it was kind of stable, but then, it just simply doubled just in 2024, and this probably continues. And when you're looking at the countries, we have this Bitcoin space race. We have US leading, then China coming, UK, Ukraine, Bhutan, El Salvador, UAE, Finland, Georgia, and so on and so forth. So the countries really focusing on that. And if you're looking at the big picture, you can see the top assets by market cap. And right now, Bitcoin is on the 9th place. It was actually on the 8th place before, but we are, just very, very close to Saudi Aramco. And then it's going to be under silver probably. And, it's not far away. So just think about Bitcoin, how it climbed up on this ladder and became on the place 9, or actually not long ago, place 8. It's going to getting higher and higher. Gold is leading #1 right now, but Bitcoin will soon catching up, and it's growing faster space than gold and silver. So guess what? For many people, it's probably going to be a great investment. You do your own homework. I don't want to push anybody in the direction to invest in crypto. I'm just showing the facts, what's happening right now, how crypto is spreading, all over the globe and getting bigger and bigger, what things are changing recently, and how big companies, countries, hedge funds taking now Bitcoin serious, those who didn't take Bitcoin serious in the past. So yeah, it's definitely a new era when it comes to crypto and Bitcoin. And now this could be the opportunity land for many, many investors, because I believe in 5-10 years, the prices will be somewhere else, and rather much higher than much lower. But, you do your own thing, you decide. And yeah, probably that's it for today. Guys, don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, very simple, just subscribe to this YouTube channel, then hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And of course, see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.